Our club has a vision to become a multi-sport club, and developing female football is its next step towards multi-sport club. And we didn't have this opportunity before, but with Paul Ifill arriving, now we have a great leader of new academy, female academy, that will be great for girls and all the women development.
What aspect of Paul's training would you say helped you most as a footballer?
I think Paul taught us well to communicate, so I took that into my games and I've been talking more with my team.
What made you want to take part in Paul's training sessions, Sienna?
I think I wanted to see a new side of coaching and to learn new things and to meet new people.
I came down here to see the facilities and meet Slava. He was obviously very passionate about what he's trying to do. I've been working in football for a long time and women's football for about the last 6-7 years. Something that I'm very passionate about. I've got 2 daughters that play, they're 15 and 10. So I suppose it's trying to help them on their pathway as well. The likelihood is they'll be down here at some point and maybe part of this academy, so I need to build it as best I can. Obviously it's small steps and it will take some time. Have a club that is seen as the best in this part of the world, but I think when somebody like Slava says it, who has always sort of backed it up, you suddenly feel that could be actually doable. So he certainly sold it to me, and I felt that I'd be able to help in many different ways, and I suppose it's just about getting those ideas actually out into practice and getting those things underway. Whenever I do something, say something, put on a session, I always think, what would I feel as a player? Would firstly, would the session be fun? Would I feel that I was learning? Would I feel the way that I'm talking to somebody is appropriate, firstly? Is it helpful? I think that's the main one. You know, if you're going to say something, firstly think, is this going to be helpful to the person that I'm trying to coach? And I think that's stood me in good stead up to this point. Maybe I'll get a bit grumpier as I get older. I hope not. I hope not. I love my football, and it's given me a lot. So it's nice to give a little bit back. To get underway again is the short term. Let's get the players playing, whatever that looks like. I think we need to make sure that there's a first team at the top of it, at the top of the tree for the young ones coming through to aspire to get to. But then we need to start with the under 4s to under 8s, then the under 10s, under 12s, and we'll probably end up meeting somewhere in the middle. The first thing, let's get COVID out the way, and then I think we can really hit the ground running and start putting the things into place. I think again it goes back to what you asked earlier and me talking about empathy. I think it's just important that whoever you're coaching, they're having fun. I think if you're having fun, there's more chance of learning occurring, and I think if you make sure that you are thinking about what they want, I don't think you go too far wrong. You know, if they've got smiles on their faces, like I said, and they're learning, I think you've got the holy grail there. Yeah, it was kind of by accident really. I was asked by a local mother when I was in the Wairarapa to coach one of her children. Started off with her and a couple of friends, and that grew into a group. They then approached me and said, would I take over the local football club, which was Wairarapa United, and I've been coaching there for sort of the last 5 years. Love women's football now. At the time I thought it would be very short and sweet, but I'm pleased to still be involved, and that led to me being appointed as the head coach of the women's national team of Samoa. Been doing that for just over a year now, and again something I'm very passionate about. So I think with that background and then the offer from Slava and coming and seeing the place, it just sort of made me realise this could be the next step. And I'd love to produce players that are capable of going on and representing New Zealand. And if there's any Samoans in the local community, that could be a pathway for them as well.